Hello everyone, welcome back. Thanks very much for your lovely comments on the last one. That seemed to go down really, really well. Especially as a couple of people seemed to think it was Marcus Miller who played bass on Kiss and Tell. I'll take that. Thanks very much. But yes, now we're back to Toy Matinee. Wait, what was I going to talk about? People have been asking me about my gear. I will say actually I have ventured out once, now that everything's a mess, although I'm actually still trying to isolate as much as possible, and I suggest that everyone doesn't change anything as much as they can. So yeah, I have actually managed to haul my effects board, my touring effects board, all the way up. I had to be helped, obviously, all the way up to my attic, which is where I am. But I can't move the phone. I've got no one to help me, so I can't really show you around. All I can tell you is that my actual recording setup is I'm going through this lovely little Ashdown My Bass, which is a little amp I've always used to do my one-man show, my comedy shows. And then I'm just going into Logic. It's old Logic. I've got an old Hackintosh here, so I don't know what version it is. And I use various compressors and stuff in there. There you go. Right. Queen of Misery by Toy Matinee. Yes, of course, which might have been on this bass originally. I'm not entirely sure, because I've only ever had two Musicmans. I used to have a black one as well, which I got rid of because I made the terribly unwise decision in 1989 of putting a MIDI pickup in it. And I'm just not the sort. Back then they were really sensitive, or not really sensitive, but they're incredibly expensive. And they suit a certain sort of player, that kind of really precise sort of player, which I'm not, as you'll probably have gathered from watching these, I'm not the most precise player in the world. I don't really like that. I don't yearn for that sort of smooth, jazzy sound. I love it on other people, but it's just not really my thing. I'm more meat and two veg. And so that thing was a disaster. I had this MIDI pickup put in it, and I had this rack mount mini Moog built. And I remember sitting in the studio one day with Pat and realised, I said, Pat, I think I've just spent $7,000 on an octave pedal. And it kind of ruined the bass, so I got rid of it to the hard rock, actually. And they seem to move it around. I've had a couple of posts from people saying, hey, I just saw your bass, or the photos of it on the wall at the Hard Rock in San Antonio. And I think then it was in Austin, and then it was maybe in Panama. I think, why? Why do you bother moving it around? Anyway, who cares? Go get your fucking shine bucks. Okay, Queen of Misery. Let's have a look at this. What to say about this, except the bass sound is like perfect. Perfect! I mean, it's Bill Betrell at his finest. And this really is one of those cases of just getting the absolute right horse for the course. I mean, this song could not be more Musicman. This really uses the grunge and the growl of it. And Bill just put it through. I remember he used to have a box called a botralizer. We call it that. And I don't know what it was. It was some weird sort of mid-range compressor preamp thing, but I don't know. But it sounds amazing, and that's what the sound of this is on the track. Brian McLeod is just off the charts superb here. It's that brilliant thing, that brilliant mix he has of being able to be Super Muso and Ringo at the same time. I mean, everyone, as I said, everyone's playing on this whole album. It's just insane. And I'm sure I've missed out loads of stuff I was going to say, but I've been waffling quite enough, as I always do. I waffle and waffle and waffle. So, Queen of Misery, let's go.
Bouncing off the walls, blinding, dancing out in front, easy friends who will remain, looking for a home. She wonders who will have the queen alone. Oh, save the queen. She's just looking for someone to give the love that I denied. Oh, some stranger's brief embrace to fill the emptiness inside. Oh, she's the queen of misery. Bouncing on my knee, the innocent so quickly killed, a father's love left unfulfilled. How could I have known I wouldn't have left my princess all alone? Hey, hey, oh, ecstasy. She's the queen of ecstasy. She's the queen of misery. She's looking for someone to give her love that I denied. Oh, some stranger's brief embrace to fill the emptiness inside. She's the queen of ecstasy. Oh, ecstasy.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, sorry, I did make a few fluffs on there, but you know, give us a break. Because it's one of those. Also, I mean, I just missed coming into one of the sections. But it's one of those things where it's pretty much all set parts. But there's just a few times I don't play them exactly the same twice. You know, never play the same thing twice. Hey, Jameson didn't. Am I right? So, but it's a real bang for your buck, that track. It feels like it's because it's not actually as kind of mental a part as it sounds. You know, it's just, and also the fact that the music madness of it is just. So where are we? It just does that. There's lots of those. You can't be a music man for those. You really can't, can you? That's actually the only thing in it that could really be classified as a fill. And then so that's basically the verse, the chorus. So, there's that middle bit, isn't there? And then Yeah, the middle 8 bit, which also happens at the end, which is like a 3-bar sequence. It's great, very pat that. That's all the bits. Yeah, sorry if I hope it's not too messy. But listen, everyone, stay safe, look after yourselves. At the time of writing, things really, really are going nuts. And I'd just like to say, I'm trying to keep politics out of this, but I absolutely stand Black Lives Matter with you all the way, everyone fighting injustice around the world. Keep it up, we can do this. Next time is going to be something I don't think people are aware that I did. It's going to be Hold Back the Dawn by Robbie Robertson. Until then, stay safe, look after one another, one love. All right, bye.